let me say, when Brother Dean said he was willing to have nothing, as they suppose,
Mm-hmm.
you see? So just for the audience, right? When we broke that down to you, right? And I said to you that I refuse to believe the idea of the American dream, right? Because as long as I believed it, it put value in that, right? So what it means is that I was free from that quote unquote matrix because I found new value. Now watch this. Bring your whole mind. I'm about to turn a little corner. So here's where the power comes in. Here's the power dynamic. The power dynamic is what they consider as nothing, and you consider as everything. That's the power dynamic. That's what makes you a conqueror. That's the thing that makes you a conqueror. Remember, I told you the story about when I had was doing police accountability, and a guy named Gabe Meyer was coming to help me work because Gabe Meyer, a white guy who had experiences in building campaigns before, and he would express to me certain things that we need, right? And he said, okay, we need to go do this, get this money from here, hire this campaign manager, do this, do this, do this, do this, and all this stuff, right? And I told Gabe, I said, thank you for that, but let me explain something to you, Gabe. I understand as a white man that you are normally used to having these things in order first, then you move. As a black man in America, I could never operate like that, and I never have, because if I'm waiting for everything to come together before I move, guess what? I'd never make a move. so you might feel that is a disadvantage, but the very thing that disadvantages you empowers me because of the agility it allows me to move, right? Because all I need is the message. Look how powerful that is. See, I don't need all these things to be put in order. All I need is the message. Because if the message has been given to me, it is not my responsibility to bring all those things together.
Mm-hmm.
My responsibility is the act of the message. You see the empowerment of that? You see why that allows you to conquer? You see why the system, no matter how powerful it is, no matter how much advantage they have, no matter how long they've had that advantage, how immediately it could cease, right? Because of your agility, because you don't believe that the American dream makes you happy. See, when you begin to, as I say in my classes, give them back their shit, what they value. Give them back what they tell you to love. Give them back what they tell you to hate. Give them back the mind that they've given you. And the only way you can give them back their shit is when it has no more value to you. Give them back their shit, right? And take a hold of what's valuable to you. Then you elevate them. You elevate you. You elevate yourself to a place of consciousness, right? That howbeit they've been in control for however long, you elevate the consciousness to a level that they don't have any point of reference operating in. But you do. But you flourish there. That you're empowered there. And it terrifies them to be.
It terrifies them.
Terrifies them.
Because you know what you are. You know when he said in Django, bright eyes, that 1 in 10,000, Django. That's what you are. You are the anomaly. You are not supposed to exist. Everything they have done was made to eradicate your natural born mind and your natural connection to spirit. So when you slip through the cracks, because your connection with your ancestors, irrespective of your ignorance, is so powerful that you know as a child, I'm going to be something. I'm going to be somebody that people follow for whatever reason. People will jump over a cliff with me with no parachute, and trust me, which means it comes with great responsibility, which is why we need sorting to actually know, operate on the floors that we operate at, so that we aren't just egoic men who are demonstrating whopping egos to destroy masses who would actually create a critical mass that would create the shift. So it's a great responsibility but everything within their power that they do is to eradicate the anomalies. So when anomalies align our intellectual capital, start a conversation to actually bring communities across ponds, how powerful does that make us? So you think about the billions that they have in terms of the World Economic Forum, but you see what they don't have is the love and the spiritual quickening that has naturally attracted us to each other. The spiritual quickening that has attracted every man to this broadcast, so that we are here to learn, to grow, to actually convey what we learn, because we're all learning. I'm taking from Dre, and immediately one of the things that I said before we started the shows is I'm going to agree, because I understand. I'm going to adopt, and I'm going to apply tomorrow. And when we start to take that as our mantra, understand, because the way the wisdom was delivered was as if we were shot through the forehead with a diamond bullet. It was just clarity. So we understood, we agreed, we adopted, and we applied. Nothing long. Like, it's not reading the book and then we go from here to there and then I have to do this and I have to prepare myself. I give myself a month. Tomorrow, I'm applying it. And I will not be perfect in my application. But what I will do is I will apply it tomorrow. And I will apply it for the whole week. And I will apply it for the whole month. And when you see me after a month, you're going to say, this guy could have been in that career for a decade. Because you would never know. I'm going to apply immediately to the letter, because recipes, when followed correctly, will always give you the exact outcome that you're looking for. Now, I hear souffles are prone to sinking, so I'm not going to make that up. I'm going to read the perfect recipe for a souffle. I'm going to follow it to the letter. And I know my outcome will be the lightest, fluffiest souffle. And I can repeat that 100 times, because everything we do now, we don't have the luxury of doing it in isolation. We have to make programs that are modular and scalable. And when they're modular and scalable, that means we can pack it in a box. We can deliver it in Atlanta, New York, Ghana, Jamaica, Britain, wherever the men are, wherever the revenant are, wherever that Sigma man lives, we can deliver that.
As Sigmas, we uphold, promote,